Game that we're going to have for you guys for the day here, a battle of two great teams, one of which had some success yesterday making the Final Four of national doubles. That's Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski. But then you also have a team that came up really close to making that broadcast, but came up a little bit short to Mark Richards and Tony Smith. That is Adam Hissner and Trey Birchfield. Trey Birchfield already having a really strong weekend.
Yeah, he is going to be on TV. He made the broadcast, winning his singles bracket.
Trey Birchfield, the robot, is back. Appreciate everybody tuning in here as you wake up on your Sunday morning with us. Again, round limited doubles. So just 10 rounds to each one of these games. It is a double elimination bracket. We do have 4 brackets, so we are starting action here.
This is our D bracket. In
bracket D. Just looking quickly at our bracket, our number 1 seed already goes down here in bracket D. Jimmy Humans and Brady Foster take down Kyle Malone and Devin Harbaugh 5-2.
Yeah, we were expecting that to be, when we were looking at it, we're definitely Devin and Kyle. Then Jake was like, that game didn't go so well.
Just like most shootout brackets, you're going to get a lot of upsets.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1, number 3, and number 4 seeds have all already lost in this bracket D.
Ouch.
You have Malone and Harbaugh down. Vincent Frisch and Austin Cameron lose to Jeremy Schermerhorn and Tony Mayball. Ryan Smith and Ryan Wiedenfeld, the 2 seed, lose 18-2 to Jordan Kamba and Eric Zockline.
No time to get loose in 10-round games. You can't wait for it.
The only of the top 4 seeds to win in here in bracket D was Chad Hunt and Tommy Sliker, who are having themselves a fantastic weekend thus far. They came 1 game away from making that national singles Final Four.
Yep.
Meanwhile here, 2-1, nice little cut around roll there by Trey Birchfield as Halbert cleans everything up.
Tanner living the dream he was living yesterday, right down the middle.
Yes, he was. He really was. And you know what's funny is I had a chance to watch a little bit of them early in the day and then later in the day. And early in the day, I think Trzinski was a little bit frustrated, especially in the game that they lost to the amateurs, Waskow and Reeves on the live stream court. I was over there on court 1. Trzinski was frustrated because it was definitely Trzinski throwing really well, and Halbert wasn't throwing as well. And then as we got later in the tournament, I wouldn't say it flipped, but Tanner Halbert started cooking. Was one of the best players on the courts towards the end of the day, and he's a big reason why they qualified all the way for that Final Four. And right now, they're well on their way to have a deep run here in bracket D. Actually, this is bracket C.
Oh, bracket C, yep.
So bracket C, we have Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski, Hissner and Birchfield. Looks like Halbert and Trzinski beat Maddie McBride and Tony Sposato, and then Peter and Moses Sassueta. Hissner and Birchfield beat Angel Camarena and Colby Shearer, followed by Justin Doss and Matt Abernathy. The 2 seed in this bracket has gone down. Tony Smith and Mark Richards lose to Dave Sutton and Matthew Troxel, 21-5. And then the 4 seed Alec Ryan and Ethan Walker also go down 9-8. So that was our 4 seed. So again, upset city here.
Starting off early with some big upsets. Wow.
5-2 here in round number 6.
Pick up 4 points.
And that's going to make it 9-2 heading into round number 7. Again, these are 10-round limited. It's only 4 rounds remaining. That's 3 straight 4-baggers now by Trzinski and Halbert. Trzinski and Halbert throwing those white AAR rippers. Hissner and Birchfield throwing the blue Titan darts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trzinski bunches everything up 3 wide. And Hissner goes for a big push, but he goes 2 for 1 the wrong way. And Trzinski loves it It's going to be a big round, another 5 points, and this game is slowly getting away from Hissner in Birchfield. It's now 14-2.
Trzinski could not be more on fire.
We got the scoreboard up and working, guys. Sorry about that. You know we can't start perfect. We gotta have something.
You got to build to something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Jumping in the chat here.
So now you guys got the score. You can see the rounds. You can see who's playing.
Tony Straub says, "Where's Wally?" This is Wally. I'm Wally K9 Castler. That's me.
I always say I've never heard of her.
Wally's over on ESPN Plus. Court 1. Make sure you go tune in there. Coffee and cornhole on a Sunday morning. Life is good. Hey, look at, and even Allison's got her coffee. She's ready to go.
Yeah, Chase and Corey, everywhere we go, they find what they call a bougie coffee shop. And that's where we went.
A bougie coffee shop. I like it.
Always.
16-2 here, and we're about out of time here for Hissner and Birchfield. Got to score 14 points over 2 rounds. That means they got to score something here, or mathematically it's done.
Is a bougie coffee shop anything like but Starbucks? Is that what it is, or
I
Dunkin'
guess,
Donuts,
yeah.
or?
It's got to be something with crazy good concoctions, I guess. I don't know.
Cost $8 for a 12-ounce or something.
That's going to be a 10-10 wash, and that means mathematically we are over here. So looks like Halbert and Trzinski are going to advance into the winner's bracket semifinal game. They will play the winner of Dave Sutton, Matt Troxel, Zach Anglican, and Trip Baker. Derek Holland and Alex Rawls are the 1 seed on the other side of the bracket. When this game gets over, we go out to commercial break. When we come back, folks, we'll come back and we will go through and give you guys a little bit of an update of where we are on all the brackets as Halbert finishes up there with a 4-bagger, and that's going to be at least 4 points. It is going to be 4 points. 20-2 is the win here for Jacob Trzinski and Tanner Halbert. They keep on cruising, picking up right where they left off yesterday. Commanding performance. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we return, more shootout doubles action live from West St. Paul, Minnesota.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts. No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and grab hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans, here inside the West St. Paul Dome here in Minnesota, 2024 ACL Bag Brawl. Trey Ryder, Jack Sell, Allison Baldwin bringing you all of the coverage here on your wonderful Sunday morning. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday morning watching some cornhole with us. Last pro event of the weekend. We will have other events later this afternoon, not streamed, but this is the last big one of the weekend, trying to get another Final Four into Milwaukee. So just as a recap, when we talk about players that have already qualified from the weekend, we first look at Shootout singles. That was the first event of the weekend on Thursday. Our Final Four will be Ryan Trader versus Josh Holland, and then Devin Harbaugh versus Tanner Halbert in Shootout singles in Milwaukee. We then moved over into national singles, so our classic play to 21 format. Alex Rawls will take on his former pro partner in Trey Birchfield in Milwaukee, and then Ryan Trader double dips on the single side. He'll take on Cheyenne Bubenheim as she goes for history as the first ever woman to win a gender-neutral pro singles event. That would be a historic victory for Cheyenne Bubenheim.
For all of us women in the sport.
It would be all for all way. You absolutely are correct. Then moving over into national doubles, so our play to 21 doubles that happened yesterday. Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski, who we just saw have a big solid win there in that last game against Hissner and Birchfield. They'll take on Alex Rawls and Derek Holland in Milwaukee. And then Mark Richards and Tony Smith, the super team, will take on Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain. Also part of that broadcast, we will have the women's doubles final, the pro women's doubles final. Those two qualified teams will be Lori Dool and Miranda Coy against Sarah Cassidy and Elizabeth Tennyson. So chat, as we're early in this one between Sorrells, Davis, Hunt, and Hunt, what are you most looking forward to? Any of those matchups speaking to you guys? Anything you guys are most excited for?
I mean, I just love that this time we have new winners.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're not seeing the same thing over again. So that's what I'm excited about, just to get some new faces up there and see how they play. And, of course, Cheyenne. We'd definitely be pulling for her the whole time to win everything.
Cheyenne would be my pick, too. It would be so good for the game and good for the sport and good for everybody if Cheyenne all she has to do is play how she played and she'll be fine.
You're exactly correct, because she well earned it. She was unbelievable in that national singles bracket. And what I would say, that particular bracket is really cool. I mean, you talk about the anyone can play, anyone can win aspect of it. You have Cheyenne Bubenheim, a woman in a field that is predominantly men, being able to do what she does, and she's going to play against a 13-year-old, right? And that's going to be really exciting to talk about, and I'm jealous that Anthony gets to talk about it on TV. So
I'm also interested.
A little better.
Yeah, I'm interested to watch Rawls and Birchfield go against each other, ex-pro partners.
Yes, that's an element, right?
Yeah.
Rawls and Birchfield. And I was just started to mess around with some of the prep yesterday, some of the prep this morning for yesterday's qualifiers. You have Tony Smith and Mark Richards. You have Jacob Trzinski. So Tony Smith going for another pro title with the partner that he played with last year. And, I wouldn't say it was the most amicable of splits between Tony Smith and Jacob Trzinski, right? I mean, I would say some people may have overblown it a little bit and say that it was this huge dramatic split, but, you got to know that Trzinski wasn't too pleased to split from Tony Smith last year after the success that they really did have.
Yeah,
it felt like Jacob was surprised.
Yes, he was surprised. Yeah. So in the end, so we're going to get a little bit of that. Now, they don't play each other in the first game, but imagine if a final comes down to Halbert Trzinski versus Smith and Richards.
I would love that.
Yeah, so there's things like that and some storylines that are starting to develop.
Jacob does not need any more chips on his shoulder, so he's definitely a fiery player, and that'll give him all the motivation he needs.
It is 4-2.
Yes.
You want to pull the scoreboard up? We actually had it right this time, but we...
What are you pushing to put the scoreboard up there? Just putting... Go ahead.
We're good.
Yeah.
4-4. Here we go.
I'm like, why is it saying be right back when I hit scoreboard button?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
4-4.
And what are you hitting to make it go right?
It is 4-4. Sorry about that, guys.
Here, Corey talking over there through Jack's mic.
So 4-4. I promised brackets, so I'm going to give you guys that update here as we go through these. So just real quick, like I said, it is 4-4. This is round number 5. Real quick, bracket A. Jeremiah Ellis and Ryan Hart are playing Josh Glover and Justin Duke. AJ Sims and Braden Wilson are playing Austin Waskow and Quinn Reeves. Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury just blank Jack Gore and Sammy Soto 22-0. So they're the first team into the winner's bracket semifinal. And then Jay Dotson and Gabe Dolan are playing against Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano.
How's that going?
That is just get started.
Okay.
That's 0-0. Here in bracket B, we have 8-4 now after that 4-point round there by Matt Sorrells. The winner of this plays the winner of Isidro Herrera, Jalen Jones, Jeremiah Hector, and Jonathan Etheridge. Herrera and Jones are up 11-8 right now. And then on the other side of the bracket, kind of a weird mixed match. We have Donovan Sinelli up 17-9 over Byron Sisson and Tony Franco. Winner of that plays the winner of Mike McClanahan and Jay Siefkes, and Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier. Bubenheim and Frazier up 13-5. The 2 seed in that bracket, Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain, gets beat by Nico Morales and Lexi Hugeback in Gabe 1. Wow. Jumping over into bracket C, Holland and Rawls up 11-1 over Wooten and Almanza. That's to get into the winner's semifinal to play the winner of Ferreira and Dennis and Stranger and Reynolds. And as I say that, Ferreira and Dennis advance. So Ferreira and Dennis into the winner's semifinal. And then we do have a winner's semifinal on the other side as well. Halbert and Trzinski versus Sutton and Troxel.
Okay.
And then finally in D, no winner semifinalists yet, but all games are in progress. Hunter and Sem are playing Humans and Foster. They're up 7-0. Streaker and Finley are tied 0-0 with Schermerhorn and Mayball. Kamba and Zockline are up 11-6 over Soprenant and Franklin. And then Bennett and Brown are 0-0 against Hunt and Sliker. Mark and Tony are not out. They're just in the elimination bracket. They got beat early.
All right, you guys, we got the scoreboard up. It is correct. For whatever reason, our software that we use to capture that to get it up there keeps cutting off on us.
12-4.
Someone said we need to wake up. I do agree.
Wake up.
We had a late night last night playing some games in the lobby of a hotel.
Those were fun. 14-4 head in. We are into round number 8 here.
Mark and Tony are out.
Are they? They're out?
That's what chat's saying.
Oh, man. Hold on. Let me look at that. What bracket is that? Oh, my gosh. You're right. I didn't even see that.
Whoopsies.
Mark Richards and Tony Smith go 0-2. Yes, did not win a game. Wow. I thought someone was asking the question, and I didn't even look. Tony Smith and Mark Richards lose their first one to Dave Sutton and Matthew Troxel. Let me look statistically what that looked like. Yeah, throwing in 8-4 and a 7-8, not going to get it done. Then dropping down into the elimination bracket, lose 26-2 to Trevor Kufis and Jared Kufis.
The Kufi.
Yeah, maybe they weren't ready to play today. In the elimination bracket, Tony Smith threw a 7-5. Mark Richards, a 5-5.
What?
Mark Richards throws a 5.5. -5 DPR for Mark Richards in that last game.
My
What in the world?
They said, listen, we already won our doubles bracket for national singles. We're going to let someone else have a turn. They don't want to do double duty.
Is there a case of maybe a little bit too much celebration from last night for making the Final Four of the national doubles?
From Mark and Tony.
Mark doesn't seem like the over-celebrating kind of guy.
Neither does Tony.
Yeah, and in fairness, there's not a ton that they can, again, just to review with everybody. So I'm not, what was I saying? I completely forgot. I read a comment.
We're talking
in
about
my,
Mark and Tony.
Oh, yeah. So we're talking about statistics and ranking, right? Only the one best shootout counts for standing. So for them, they may say, look, we made the broadcast in Vegas. So we got 400 points. So the only way we can improve our ranking is if we win the entire tournament, right? So only one, whereas 3 nationals count. So it's just something to keep in mind as we get later in these events. Like, for example, Davis and Sorrells playing in Shootout, they literally cannot improve their standing for the entire year.
They just want that money.
They want the money, right? So that's important for them, and obviously they want the title as well. It comes with titles and everything like that.
Trying to catch up to Matt Guy. He's third. He's tied for first now, right? Or is he still
Matt Guy,
ahead?
no, Matt Guy is still one ahead. And that is going to do it. That is a beatdown. That is an absolute beatdown. Matt Sorrells and Eric Davis keep rolling on. They advance into the winners semifinals. They'll take on Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones. When we come back, more live action from Shootout doubles here at the Bag Brawl.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts. No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and Graham hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans. We are going through shootout doubles here. Great 4-day action live from Minnesota. It's been a fun weekend. Appreciate everybody tuning in here on Court 2. A reminder that we do have another court that is live. Court number 1 is live on ESPN Plus, so you can tune into ESPN Plus to watch all that action. Right now, if I just peek over, it is Donovan Sinelli and Caleb Medenka taking on Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier. I believe that game is in bracket B, so that's about to get underway just now. It's court number 1, and looks like an early 2-0 lead for Medenka and Sinelli. That's a winner's bracket semifinal, so that's to get to the king seat / queen seat maybe of bracket B. So we are going to get started here on court number 2, and we ourselves have a winner's bracket semifinal. So this game in front of us will be to go to the king seat.
Your wife in the chat saying hi. Hi, Shelby.
Shelby's jumping in. Celeb sighting.
Love that. I hope to see you soon. I've missed you this season. Taking a break from traveling with the hubby.
Yep, she's the GOAT.
She's doing what James does. Like, I'm not going with you. It's way better at home with y'all gone. Nice
yeah, she does. Yeah, she does everything. The only thing she doesn't like about it is that we always go grocery shopping together, and she hates grocery shopping by herself. So that's like her biggest pet peeve. So every time she goes to the grocery store when I'm not there, she's just like, I hate this. I can't stand this. So good to see. I'll be home later. Be late.
If I asked James to go grocery shopping with me, he would look at me sideways.
Well, I do. So I do all of the cooking in our house.
He will go by himself and like get in and get out where I'm mosey, and he's like, I'm absolutely not going with you.
I actually like grocery shopping because I love to cook. Cooking is one of my favorite things that I love to do it.
James,
but yeah, because you were telling me he's a smoker, grill, everything every day. So I'm not that skilled, but I like to pretend like I know my way around the kitchen.
You don't have to have skill to cook on a smoker. The one that I got, you put it on there. You can hook it to your phone. You can set everything, tell it, all right, I'm not home right now, but turn off before you burn everything. It's great.
Love it. Love it. Take notes, everybody. All right, so we have this next one. Again, winner's bracket semifinal. It's a 3-0 game here. Derek Holland and Alex Rawls, again, kind of going for the double dip of the weekend. They already made it into the Final Four of national doubles, now looking to do it in shootout doubles as well. And when we look at rankings that have been updated overnight, they are now officially the number 3 team in the world, Alex Rawls and Derek Holland. Matthew Sorrells and Eric Davis, who we just saw earlier, they are the number 2 team in the world right now. So it is good to see some movement there at the top of the rankings. Damon Dennis and Mike Ferreira at 19 right now in the rankings, but they are taking on this Holland and Rawls team, and Ferreira and Dennis have let's look at their path really quick. They take down Connie Altice and Allison Springer 12-7 in game 1. Michael Nunez and Desiree McCoy 15-6 in game 2, and then Justin Stranger, Jeff Reynolds 13-12 in game 3. For Holland and Rawls, it was a bye in game 1, a 17-0 blanking of Chucky Love and Michael Allen in game 2, or really game 1 for them. And then in their last game, they beat Noah Wooten and Noah Almanza 11-2. Bag hopped over there for Damon Dennis. That's going to be a wash. Score remains 3-0 as we continue to make our way through here into round number 3.
Someone in the chat is asking for the next game, Jeremiah Ellis and Ryan Hart taking on AJ Sims and Braden Wilson. Hate to burst your bubble, but Josh Glover and Justin Duke just put Jeremiah Ellis and Ryan Hart in the loser bracket.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is that would be, oh yeah, that's right. So that would be elimination bracket, and looking down there.
Yeah, they just put them down into the loser bracket. They're waiting on either Frank and Jamie Justin Rule or Travis Purser.
Yeah, so somebody who asked for it. Billy Anthony says, Trey, can we get AJ and Braden versus Ellis and Hart next? Billy Anthony, that's on you. That's
You jinxed him.
That's not commentator jinx, that's chat jinx.
Yes,
So
exactly.
Chad, that one's on you guys. I would have gladly put it up here, but hey.
Yeah, I was in the chat like, hey, can we get this? Oh wait, they just lost. Because that would have been a great game. I would have loved to have watched that.
All right, 5-0. Holland and Rawls continuing to go out to the lead. Looks like we have some type of Ultra Psycho. I'm not sure if that's the Psycho X or if that's or just a regular Psycho, but it is an Ultra Psycho against the AAR Rippers.
Have you thrown the Rippers?
I have. I've thrown a little bit of them. They're a solid bag to me. They're like a carpet bag. I will say that the set that we have at the HQ is not fully broken in yet. So like, I don't love it right now because it's not broken in. Like when I pick up other people's bags, like I actually picked up Alex's bags the other day. I really like the feel of the Rippers once they really break in, but you got to get them broken in because they get a lot more loose.
Yeah, I grabbed a set of Blaines a while back and threw them, and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I really like these.
Yeah, a good feel to the stick side. Is 5-2 still.
Round number 5.
And I think I just noticed that Rawls is throwing slick side.
He was yesterday too.
Wow. I didn't see any of Rawls yesterday. I think he was over here. Yeah, he was on this one. So he threw slick side all day yesterday is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's funny you say that because after the first day in Shootout when he did not qualify and he didn't play well, he came up to me, he's like, man, it's just so sticky in here. I need a set of game times, right? Yeah. Which are, I think, the faster version of, or the faster bag from AAR. And then funny enough, the next day I turned and he qualified for singles. So he must have, like, I didn't get to watch it really at all because I was kind of in different places than where he was. But he must be throwing slick side all weekend. That might be what is working.
Yep.
7-2, Damon Dennis. Opportunity to score with Holland's bag out to the left-hand side. Trivia question, who has the most titles on the court?
Damon Dennis.
Damon Dennis.
I believe you're both wrong.
He has to. He gets every seniors title that he plays in for the most part.
Senior world championships don't count as a title.
So what are we talking here, though? Like National, Open, World?
National, Open, Round Limited, anything that's just open to pros or an open singles, open doubles titles.
Alex, probably.
Yeah, Alex Rawls has got 10. Damon Dennis has 6.
Gotcha.
Damon Dennis won the first ever doubles world championship within the ACL. Fun fact for those that didn't know that.
Him and Philip Hayden?
Him and Philip Hayden. James Baldwin has got 8.
That's my man right there.
Alex Rawls, yes, he's got 9. He's got 9 total titles. He's 10th all time.
Gotcha.
Most recently open number 10 from this season. But really the last pro single, it's been over a year since Alex Rawls has received a pro title. So a little bit of a drought for him.
Yeah. I think he was fighting off an injury, fighting through an injury last year. He's definitely got his accuracy back this year so far, so I expect he's going to get one.
Yeah, 100%. I can't disagree with you there, especially now he's got an opportunity to triple dip, right? Because he's in a national singles, he's in a doubles. So if he also gets through on shootout doubles here, he could be in 3 of the 4 events. You know, we haven't seen that in like 3 weeks when Jeremiah Ellis did it.
Is James ever coming back? As of right now, it's not in the forecast.
Not in the forecast, she says.
No, we got Luke at home, and he's getting to that fun age where he can go fishing and hunting and running dogs and doing all the fun stuff with Dad. And so James is all about all of that stuff. Golfing, they went golfing the other day. He's got his own golf clubs and all that good stuff. So
Is Court 1 on ESPN Plus? Yes, Court 1 is ESPN Plus, so you can grab your ESPN app and watch it there and then put us on the screen or vice versa. So you can double screen it up and watch nonstop cornhole.
Langworthy wants to know how many he has.
I believe he's just got one.
One?
But let me check real quick.
Remember, Jordan, you won 2017 Singles World Championship?
Let's search Langworthy. Jordan Langworthy, one title. The measly 2017 World Championships in Advanced Singles.
Who did he beat in that game?
Who did he beat in the finals? Oh, you know this.
Of course I know this. I was there screaming, do not give him that bag back. He threw out a turn, do not give him that bag back.
Jordan Langworthy beat Matt Guy in that finals, beat James Baldwin in the third place game.
Yes.
Now. All right, Derek Holland, this is a big bag here. He's got slick side down. He's going to attack this pile hard. 3-point lead, trying to maintain it. He's hard up the center, knocks one in and goes off to the side. But Ferreira... Damon is complaining about his blocking ability over here, but it does get them closer. It is now a 7-6 bag game. This one is heating up here. 7-6, round number 9. Each player throwing 4 bags remaining in this game.
Did you see Matt Guy threw 2 perfect games yesterday?
You see Matt Guy threw a perfect game and they lost 21-8.
Well, I wasn't going to throw Brett under the bus like that, but yeah, we noticed that.
Yeah, 21-8. Throwing a perfect game and losing 21-8.
Someone said Matt probably punted another bag. I said he probably punted it at Brett.
Yeah, he wasn't too thrilled. I passed him, you know, on the way out towards the restroom and concession stand area, and he goes, you remember that he came to me because I called his first perfect game on ESPN Plus. So he threw a perfect game. He passed me, and he goes, remember that perfect game you called of mine? He goes, yeah. He said, I did it again. I was like, nice. And he goes, we lost 21-8. I was like, ooh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
12-6. That's a big round there for Alex Rawls. That may put this out of play. 3 bags in for Derek Holland. We'll seal this one up. And that's going to be all she wrote with that bag off to that right-hand side. Not going to be able to be collectible. So that means here in bracket C, we are going to have Derek Holland and Alex Rawls into the king seat. They're going to take on the winner of Dave Sutton, Matthew Troxel, Tanner Halbert, and Jacob Trzinski. That game is live right now on court number 1. And yes, that'll be live. That's live on court number 1 right now. So that'll be our king seat matchup. But Holland and Rawls get it done. Knock Ferreira and Dennis into the elimination bracket. We're going to keep rolling here in shootout doubles. More live action from Minnesota right after this.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts. No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts.
It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship, and Graham hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters Nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters Nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, friends. We're here inside West St. Paul Dome. Shootout doubles action. We got our next game up. It's Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem against Tony Mayball and Jeremy Schermerhorn. They're still doing their down and backs a little bit, so that means it's bracket time. Bracket time. Bracket A, we only have 4 teams remaining in the winner's bracket. Josh Glover and Justin Duke, AJ Sims and Braden Wilson, which is on deck for this court, by the way. Nice. Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury, Fisher Hamilton, and Gavin Cano. 4 other teams remaining in the elimination bracket, but I'm going to not name every single team, so we'll update as we go. Bracket B, probably our furthest bracket along right now. Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier are into the king/queen seat game. That's the winner's bracket final. They are waiting on the winner of Eric Davis and Matthew Sorrells against Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones. That is on deck for court number 1. That's on ESPN+. Jumping over into bracket C, Holland and Rawls. We just saw them book their ticket to the king seat. They're waiting on the winner of Tanner Halbert, Jacob Trzinski, Dave Sutton, and Matt Troxel. That game is currently 9-2, Halbert and Trzinski in round number 7. Then finally in bracket D, we are down to our final 4. This is the bracket that we are in right now. The winner of this game, Hunter and Sam, Schermerhorn and Mayball, goes to the king/queen seat. And they'll play the winner of the game of Jordan Kamba, Eric Zockline, Chad Hunt, and Tommy Sliker. So those are all of your undefeated teams. If I just mentioned a team, it means they're undefeated still. If I didn't mention them, that means they're either out or they have a loss and are trying to fight through the elimination bracket.
You know who I have not seen this weekend? That's very unusual. Gavin.
Yeah, no Gavin really at all. Neither singles, doubles. Obviously here in double, well, I know him and Fisher had a bad day. Not even just a not great day. They had a bad day yesterday because I think they fell in the rankings all the way to, I don't want to paraphrase here. Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano are the 24th ranked doubles team right now. That is outrageous.
That is outrageous.
I mean, no offense to any of these people that I'm going to name right here. Damon Dennis, Mike Ferreira, Carson Getty, Hunter Thorson, Jeremy Frazier, Cheyenne Bubenheim, Travis Purser, Justin Rule, Corey Gilbert, Dean Norton, Vincent Frisch, Austin Cameron, Chad Hunt, Tommy Sliker. All of those people are ranked higher than Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano. Now, the proof is in what the ranking is. The rankings are all numbers based. There's no opinion there. You had to earn what you have to earn, but there is zero reason that at worst Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano are a top 10 team. They're normally a top 5 team.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about. But this is a matchup here. Let's see where each one of these teams are ranked. Pat Sem and Kaylee Hunter are the number 36 ranked team. And then Tony Mayball and Jeremy Schermerhorn, 52. That's certainly a little bit of a surprise for me, for them not even right now in the requalification range as far as a pro team. Top 50 obviously automatically gets to keep their pro card.
Kaylee and Pfaff throwing the Fire Embers, and Jeremy and Anthony throwing the Siva Serpent.
Kyson Riggs saying, I just bought some BG Wizard L. Should I just throw them a lot to break them in? Yeah, I mean, I always say the best way to break in bags is just to throw them. That is the best way to do it. It's going to get the best feel for your bags and have the natural break-in of the fibers. Actually, Anthony Ione in the lab is going to work on some data to provide to the general public through the ACL lab that to showcase people what happens when you break in bags certain ways. So that's coming down the line. We're doing a lot of studies right now. But by far, breaking in is just throwing them is the best. Now, other ways, probably the lightest way is maybe just putting them in a washing machine and a little bit of laundry detergent and then, just tumble drying them. Not actually drying them. I wouldn't recommend boiling them or running them over with your car or...
James did that.
Yeah.
You know what happened?
What?
They went right in the trash.
Yeah.
Not only was he running them over with his car, he drives an F-250.
So don't use an F-250 to drive over your cornhole bags.
I think that was a good idea.
Did Cody Henderson already play today? I haven't seen Cody Henderson really at all. That tells me he probably, no, I just found him. Okay, he lost in his second game. And then where did he drop here into the elimination bracket? He dropped right there and then lost his, yeah, he's out. Him and Ryan Tucker in shootout doubles are out. 8-4, Pat Sem and Kaylee Hunter out to a good lead here. Trying to make it to the king/queen seat winners bracket final. Round number 6 at the halfway point now of this game. Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem have been a really impressive team to me. I think they're one that nobody paid a lot of attention to when they teamed up in the offseason, but those that were from the Carolina Conference could recognize that it was going to be a really, really strong team for two reasons. One, Kaylee Hunter has been putting in a lot of work, and I would say that she's more dedicated than ever, and she's playing the best that she ever has, in my opinion. So That's number one. Number two is Pat Sim's really good.
Really good.
Especially on the airmails. I was worried. I was very interested to see how he would play this weekend, just because he's the type of guy that likes to have that bag just drip into the hole. And with how tacky the conditions are this weekend, it made me just a little bit worried that he wouldn't be able to play at his best. But in the end, he's had some success, and obviously they're making a run here in shootout doubles. But a very scary team if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, when I heard that they were teaming up, I immediately was like, they're going to do something this year. They have to. He, on his end, is going to hold it down. And Kaylee, like you said, she's just getting better and better. So I was definitely excited with the pairing. I've been waiting for Kaylee to have that, like, breakout performance where we see her in a doubles, broadcast.
Yes, because they certainly have the potential now with this team matchup. There's a nice little collect right there from Pat Sim, using that slick side of the bag. And that's maybe the solution, right? The solution for him is just throwing all slick side down the entire tournament.
Yeah, they have to have a bag where he can throw slick and let it drip, but she has a hard low throw, so she needs a slower bag. So it looks like these embers complement both of them in their natural throws.
Nice block right there. Takes away the push opportunity. So Mayball's going up with the airmail, and he is deep off the back. That's going to be 3 points to take an 11-4 lead. Funny enough, that was the first not 10 thrown by Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sim all game. I kind of pulled up the stats. I was like, that's a very weird. They threw
my gosh,
10,
look at
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 8.
That's funny.
Bag level 1 flat block goes through, no problem there for Jeremy Schermerhorn. Jeremy Schermerhorn had success with multiple different partners. Had success years ago with Derek Singleton, made multiple broadcasts alongside Singleton.
That's a name I have not heard in a while.
Yeah, Derek Singleton. Yeah, him and Schermerhorn, I think probably most notably that 2020 kickoff battle. That was the only event in 2020 that was not during the pandemic. That was in January. So him and Derek Singleton make the Final Four there. That was a huge shock.
We were just talking about Cleveland last night, where everyone traveled to Cleveland, and then we told everyone, go back home.
A little scarred. Thank you for bringing that up.
I was in the venue, and you recall that was going to be the biggest to-date tournament that the ACL had put on. So I had been at the tournament. All of the boards were set up. It looked great. So I have this picture of just everything looking amazing for that weekend, and then we all had to go home.
Yeah, just absolutely traumatizing experience.
Yes, for sure.
And then a couple years later, obviously, most notably last year, Jeremy Schermerhorn plays alongside Joe Niestedt. They made a broadcast at the kickoff battle as well. So Jeremy Schermerhorn now on his third pro partnership here with Tony Mayball. And after that last round, Jeremy Schermerhorn scored some points. He yelled down to Tony Mayball, do something.
Yeah, help me, please, help me.
Do something.
I really liked the Jeremy-Joe pairing last year. They were a really fun team to watch. So
yeah, they brought
kind of sad to see them separate this year.
They brought a ton of energy, and they played loose, and they were entertaining, certainly. So it is 11-8. We are now in the 10th and final round. It is do or die to get into the winner's bracket final here. First bag is a level 2 block, maybe level 1.5 block there by Jeremy Schermerhorn. Kaylee Hunter blocks behind. This is exactly what Schermerhorn wanted. He's now going up. He's got to hit some airmails, and there is one. Kaylee Hunter cannot give up 3 points. We'll see if she goes airmail immediately here or if she blocks, knowing that she's just got to win by 1. She goes airmail. Gutsy call for Kaylee Hunter.
I love that she didn't stop and ask either. She made a decision, and she did what she was feeling.
She was absolutely going to ride the momentum. That is a miss here, and now Kaylee Hunter can play a little bit more free. The key here, you just want to be on the board. Oh, man.
She's trying to get around that.
See, that's a mistake because now Jeremy Schermerhorn can technically hit a rodeo here. You have to hit a rodeo if you're Schermerhorn, right?
Yeah.
Because if you just go clean airmail right now, then Kaylee Hunter only needs to put a bag on the board in order to not lose. Because if you go in with an airmail, she lays it up, you're going to get 2 points, you lose by 1. And Kaylee Hunter quickly realized that not boarding it was a mistake there.
Yeah, she looked over. I mean, she was like, why did I throw it off? I was like, I don't know, but appreciate you keeping it interesting for us.
Yeah, so if you're Schermerhorn, you need to rodeo, and then you need to hope that Kaylee Hunter can't put a bag in. Because if you rodeo in, both of your bags go, the one in your hand and the one on your board, and on the board, that's going to be a 9-point round. And then Kaylee Hunter, if she goes in with a bag that's a 7, 9 on 7, not enough to get it done. So you're going to need her to miss and throw a 9 on 5, 4 points to win the game. Big shot. This is to stay alive.
In the winner bracket.
In the winner's bracket. Schermerhorn is away, and he knocks it in, but goes off the back. That's going to be right now a 6 on 4. She just can't throw her bag off the board and knock her other bag off the board as well. That is going to be a 1-point round for Schermerhorn and Mayball, but that is not enough. Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem are into the king/queen seat. We now have 2 women into king seat matchups. Got to start calling it the queen seat more often. Right. We'll be back. More live action from Minnesota after this.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts. No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and Graham hits it! What a shot!
All right, as we go through here, let's talk a little bit about brackets that we have left. Josh Glover and Justin Duke. AJ Sims, Braden Wilson, the winner of this, plays the winner of Alan Rawls, Chris Kingsbury, Fisher Hamilton, and Gavin Cano. Those are the final four in the winner's bracket of A. For B, Herrera and Jones, Davis and Sorrells are going head-to-head for a ticket to the king seat of bracket B. It is 5-5 in round number 10.
Those were the first live bags of the game right there that you guys just saw. That was our round 1. We're getting ready to roll into round 2.
In bracket C, next up we will have the king seat matchup here on court number 2. Derek Holland, Alex Rawls, Tanner Halbert, and Jacob Trzinski. That will be the next game up here on court 2.
Nice.
Wow, they only have 5 teams left in bracket C. Bracket C is flying, so down in the elimination bracket, you have Ethan Walker and Alec Ryan will play the winner of Justin Stranger, Jeff Reynolds, Dave Sutton, and Mac Troxel. Then finally in bracket D, you have Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem in the winner's bracket final, waiting on the winner of Chad Hunt, Tommy Sliker, Jordan Kamba, and Eric Zockline. It's currently 6-2, Sliker and Hunt in round number 4.
AJ and Braden are throwing the Buffalo Soldier bags. Up 6-0 going into round 3.
Yeah, big lead early. Big leads are huge when it comes to round-limited format, just because once you get a lead, you can really change your strategy and just kind of go into run bags mode. You don't have to manufacture a ton of points when you're talking about round-limited format. Short, comes up a little bit short here, and now
Why is the live just starting when we're in the king seat matches? We've been live for over an hour now. We started with the quarterfinals.
Yeah, we've been live. Where you been, Chad Burton?
Right?
And that's going to be a wash double 4-bagger, 6-0.
I think this is, what, the 5th game that we've shown today?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's 5.
Yeah.
Braden Wilson. Does that say Braden Wilson's name on them? I'm not sure.
I think down at the very bottom it has like his signature.
Braden Wilson obviously having a really successful season thus far. Hasn't had the greatest weekend. Bouncing a little bit back. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up the single standings here. He drops down to number 7, so he was a top 5 player. He falls to number 7, but we do have a new top 10. So the single standings are completely run. They're up to date on the website, so you could actually go and check them out. Jeremiah Ellis, number 1 player, still maintains that lead. We have a new number 2 player in the world. Gavin Cano has been displaced. Ryan Trader is the new number 2 player. So we have 2 rookies atop the standings, number 1 and number 2. Number 3, Logan Chamberlain jumps all the way up to number 3. Incredible run.
Him.
Gavin Cano falls to number 4. Eric Davis sits at number 5. The robot is back. Number 6, Trey Birchfield. Braden Wilson sits at number 7. Chris Roybal continues to have an impressive season at 8. The shootout winner from the first event of the season, Ian Cripps, at 9. And Justin Burton Jr. sitting there at number 10.
It seems like with Chris switching his throw up a little bit and not having so much movement now has helped his game out.
And then you go for an absolutely star-studded 11 through 16. Here's 11 through 16. You ready?
Yes.
Matt Guy, Alex Rawls, Devin Harbaugh, Tony Smith, Ryan Hart, Jamie Graham. 11 through 16 is brutal.
Right? My goodness. AJ going hard at those bags. He moves them around a little bit and flies off the back.
Brian Stone, what bags are the Duke and Glover throwing? I am not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I don't want to say, are those Those aren't, yeah, I don't even want to say without even.
They're NOLA bags, but I can't tell.
Okay.
What, yeah, but I don't know what
I thought I
series
saw
it
the
is.
NOLA logo, but I'm not very familiar with the NOLA series. But our man Jack in the truck gives us confirmation that it's a NOLA bag. You know what? I was over there. You know they have a little. They have a truck noise now.
I do.
They played a little
heard
like
it.
a truck honking whenever someone says, "Oh, the truck is doing this, the truck is doing that." We need to get you a little.
I need a pad. I need sound effects.
They took them all away. Look, it says laugh, sad, boo, cheer. None of those.
Wally.
They're all music.
Oh, okay. Well.
We used to be able to have fun. They took all the fun away.
Yeah, they still have some over there. They have
Corey's a fun vacuum.
Someone says jesters. A lot of people are saying jesters. So, yes.
I believe them.
Nick Thompson, I didn't hear Smith or Richards. Actually, that's so you did hear Tony Smith at 13. Where is Mark Richards? Let's look. Mark Richards is ranked 31 in singles.
What?
That is gross. Sammy Soto is 22. And guys, I'll keep you, 8-1 here. I'm kind of in kill time mode here as this one's getting away from him. But let's go through some shockers. Who would be a shock? Jacob Gore at 36. Is that a shock? Probably.
Yeah.
Cody Henderson at 41.
Not so much.
Alex Hicks at 49.
It might be a shock that Cody's that high.
Yeah.
Not
Frank
the
Modlin at 60.
He's having a good double season.
Noah Almanza at 74.
Haven't seen much from him this year.
Matthew Creekkiller at 81. Ryan Smith at 84. Jack Gore at 87. Ryan Windsor at 95. That's a shock. Ryan Windsor at 95. Josh Holland at 97.
It just shows how good the pro division is. All these players that have been good for so many years, and you just got to stay strong and stay sharp or you're going to fall real quick.
Oh, it gets worse. Kyle Malone, 105. Isidro Herrera, 110.
What's up, Lenny?
Caleb Batson, 118.
That's unbelievable.
That is the shocker.
That's unbelievable.
That is truly unbelievable to see Caleb Batson ranked 118. I don't think I'm going to get another shock or anything close to that.
Him and him and Eddie were supposed to win a bracket this weekend.
Absolutely shocker. And I'm looking through. There's nothing else that's going to come to that level of shock. That is the big shocker. 16-3 here. AJ throwing fire. I don't disagree. These guys are absolutely locked in right now. As we get into here, so let's see.
Oh, Ghostfinger in the chat. What's up, buddy? It's been a
Oh,
long
Ghostfinger's
time.
here. What's up, Mike?
I wonder if anyone else would have picked up on that.
Yeah, I
With
just
the
pulled up the chat
emojis.
as soon as you said it. Yep.
Where's Neested? Someone's asking.
Oh, Neestet. Not a good sign if I didn't.
Yeah.
Although that actually maybe he's better than you think because 33. I mean, not great, but
Yeah.
when we're talking about 118,
where you
yeah.
would expect him to be. Top 50.
Little fist bump there. 16-3. We're in round number 10. That's all she wrote, folks. So if we look at this one, these guys will advance into the King seat matchup. They're going to play the winner of Rawls, Kingsbury, Hamilton, and Kano. That game, Rawls, Kingsbury, Hamilton, and Kano, is on court 1 right now on ESPN+. So early 2-0 lead in round number 3 for Hamilton and Kano. Glover and Duke will fall into the elimination bracket. Looks like they will probably have to play Jack Gore and Sammy Soto up next. I will say Hart and Ellis backs against the wall. They are down 15-9 against Austin Waskow and Quinn Reeves in the elimination bracket.
Gotta watch out for that team.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them. They're sneaky. 15-9 in round number 8, 3 rounds to go. But in the end, Sims and Wilson, pretty dominating fashion. They kept it calm, cool, collected, and they are into the winner's bracket final here of Shootout Doubles. We're going to take a quick break. Next up is Zidro Herrera, Jalen Jones, no, maybe different King C. No, Derek Holland, Alex Rawls, Tanner Halbert, Jacob Trzinski. That's up next here, live.
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
All right, welcome back, Cornhole fans. It's Shootout Doubles Day. Trey Ryder, Jack Sell, and Allison Baldwin bringing you all the coverage here from Minnesota. And we have our first King Seat matchup of the day. Derek Holland and Alex Rawls going to be taking on Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski. I told you guys this bracket was flying. I wasn't kidding. We are down to our final 4 in this bracket. Not just final 4 of the winner's bracket, final 4 of the entire bracket. And the 4th place game that's happening right now is 19-6. So right now, Ethan Walker and Alec Ryan are up 19-6 in round number 8 here of Shootout Doubles Bracket C. The loser of this game that's in front of us, this King Seat matchup, would take on the winner of that game, and then we'll get all the way through the end of that bracket there. Quick updates on the rest of the bracket as they finish up these down and backs. Bracket A, like we said, we just saw Sims and Wilson book a ticket to the King Seat matchup. They're waiting on Hamilton, Kano, Rawls, and Kingsbury. Right now, that is a 4-0 lead in round number 6 for Hamilton and Kano. Also still alive in the elimination bracket. Oh my goodness, I was just teasing before break that Waskow and Reeves were up 15-9, and sure enough, they score 6 points in the last 2 rounds to tie it up. Do Ellis and Hart. They're now in overtime. Round number 11, it's 15-15.
Yikes. They're playing right here also.
They're playing right over there. Also in the elimination bracket of A is Gore, Soto, Glover, and Duke. Going over into bracket B, on deck for this court number 2 is going to be the king seat of bracket B. We should call it a queen seat as well. Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier will take on Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones. Also still alive in the elimination bracket, Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain are up 8-0 over Davis and Sorrells. Winner of that plays Brett and Matt Guy in the 4th place game of Bracket B. Bracket C we've already covered. We talked about how far along Bracket C is. Then finally in Bracket D, on deck for court number 1 will be the king seat / queen seat matchup. Chad Hunt and Tommy Sliker against Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem. They could have stayed in Rock Hill to play that game. And in the elimination bracket, only 3 teams remain. Kyle Malone and Devin Harbaugh, after losing game 1, have rattled off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight wins. They're in the 4th place game, waiting on the winner of Dylan Turpin, Cameron Kingfisher, Jordan Kamba, and Eric Zockline. We're underway. It's 2-0.
That's it. Ellis Hart win.
Wow, they're down 6 in round number 8. They score 6 over 2 rounds, a wash in round 10. They go to overtime, and then they take down the elite amateur duo of Waskow and Reeves. So the Ellies still got a chance to get a win on the weekend.
Ellis just won that too with an airmail drag. His last bag was an airmail drag for the win.
All right, looking back through the chat here, catching up with you guys. Someone asking about Cheyenne's ranking. Nick Thompson was asking. So 22, Cheyenne is 22. She's the highest ranked woman. Miranda Coy at 47 is the next highest ranked. So we have
really?
two women, in the top 50. Sarah Cassidy is 63. So kind of the same thing. She had that really deep run, but she has a couple bad scores. So who knows? The last national, if she has another solid performance, you could see a big jump in her ranking just because she gets rid of one of those bad scores. How many seniors playing? A bunch. Or unless you're talking about later. I'm not sure exactly what the registration looks like for seniors. It is 4-2. Sorry, we'll get the... our little iPad turned off. Sorry, guys. Don't yell at us.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. The iPad is not being very friendly today. It's still plugged in, so.
4-2. And he goes for the roll. Oh, what a push right there for Derek Holland to get some in.
Someone watching from Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Ooh. 4-2, round number 4, early in this matchup, and that looks like it's going to tie up our game here, 4-4. Winner goes to the finals of the bracket, and Alec Ryan and Ethan Walker do finish off Dave Sutton and Matt Troxel. So it will be the final 3 of this bracket is the 2 in front of you plus Alec Ryan and Ethan Walker. The loser of this king seat matchup will play Alec Ryan and Ethan Walker. And then the winner of that gets back to the finals to take on whoever wins this game. Tanner Halber decision to make here. He was going airmails yesterday. He goes airmail again, and he goes clean. That's better than taking anything. It makes this shot by Alex Rawls that much more difficult, and as a result, he's going to take a timeout to go and look at it. Discussion to be had as Alex Rawls trying to decide what he wants to do.
So,
by the hand motions, it looks like he might be trying to slip in that left side.
Going back to what you were just talking about, Matthew Troxel, who does he look like?
Who does he look like?
Another pro that played.
A little
play
bit
anymore.
Derek Fatiger?
Just like Derek Fatiger.
Yeah, he does have a little Derek Fatiger look to him.
The first time I saw him, I was like, is that? No.
Yeah.
Definitely doppelganger.
Roll attempt by Rawls goes deep left. This is an airmail drag opportunity for Halbert. He is up, and he is a little bit deep. Could have been a big round Could have been talking about a 4-point round one way. Instead, it's 3 points the other way. A 7-point swing on that shot by Halbert. First bag by Holland is in.
I was talking to Jake before they started playing their first game up here earlier, and I was like, I was dying laughing yesterday when you and Tanner are playing, and he's like, good bag, and you're like, it was all right.
Yeah. Trzinski was fun to watch and listen to. I encourage you, if you didn't see the ending to national doubles yesterday, I encourage you to go on your ESPN app and search for Bag Brawl and search for and look at the national doubles ending. Watch the last game on ESPN Plus between Trzinski, Halbert, Davis, and Sorrells. One of the more entertaining matchups. There was some jawing back and forth between Eric Davis and Trzinski, if you can believe that. So some high intensity. I encourage you to watch it if you didn't get a chance to watch it live.
If you're getting a chirp out of Eric Davis, you have got to be doing something to seriously piss him off.
Yes, and he was not happy. And you know, once Trzinski gets a little bit of that fire, it's you can't put it out.
Game over.
It's going to be a tough situation here for Trzinski as they're down 3 and in a tough position. It looks like he's just going to throw it off and not even land. Worried that the bags would fall, and that's going to be a single point. And now Rolland, I did that yesterday. Holland and Rawls, or Rolland for short, have a 4-point lead. 8-4, round number 7. Only 4 rounds remain in this one.
We need player mics. We've talked about that. We just gotta have a way that we can cut them off.
Yes.
If need be. We do have board mics though, if you want to listen.
Yeah, we do have a little bit of a board mic that'll pick up some of it, but they got to be close to the board in order to pick it up.
I know. I need to move the boards closer.
Yeah. They had some board mics on the ESPN Plus court yesterday, and it was funny. Every time there was a timeout, they would meet in center court. Yeah. So we're like cranking up the volume, and we couldn't hear them because they weren't close enough.
Yeah. It's like they know now that we have them, and they're like, let's get away from them and talk. Before they didn't know.
Big airmail there by Trzinski. Derek Holland going up. He hits it clean. Trzinski, see if he goes up again. He is, and that time he lifts and goes off, and he is frustrated as Holland hits his, and now all you can do is push in just to give up a single point, but time is running out.
We are live on ESPN Plus today. Should be able to pull up the app and find that.
(11-4). We're deep in this one, right towards the end. 11-4 in round number 9. Got 2 rounds to make up 7 points, and it's desperation time. Halbert hits the airmail, but drags in Rawls with him. Rawls goes for his little fade that sits side by side. Halbert going up, and he's deep off the back. That's going to be a single point. That might be all she wrote, folks. 12-4 in round number 10. Got to get an 8 spot against Derek Holland. Unlikely.
Someone says, what's up with that kid always wearing the bride lace garter thing? That's a tattoo.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
That's not coming off. How
Trzinski's
weird would that be
tattoo, that's funny.
How weird would it be if he really was like putting that on every day coming to the tournament.
Bag short left, and that's 2 bags in, and that is it. Derek Holland and Alex Rawls are into the finals of Bracket C. Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski will drop down and play against Alec Ryan and Ethan Walker for a chance to get back to Holland and Rawls. Absolute domination here by Holland and Rawls. We'll be back. More shootout doubles action. We got another winner's bracket final to bring you. Herrera, Jones, Bubenheim, Frazier up next.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts.
No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and grab hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans. We just saw one ticket booked to the finals of one bracket by none other than Alex Rawls and Derek Holland. We're looking for another one in a different bracket. This time we're jumping over into Bracket B. Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones getting ready to take on Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier. Winner goes to the finals of Bracket B. We also have only two other teams remaining in the elimination bracket. Brett and Matt Guy currently taking on Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain in the fourth place game of Bracket B. That is 7-3, Guy and Guy in round number 7. So only 4 rounds remain. Guy and Guy in good position here. We just talked about earlier how Matt Guy threw two different perfect games yesterday. And it was, let's just say, not his fault that they lost. But I will say this much. In the past 2 games, I'm looking here statistically, Brett Guy in the last 2 games has outscored Matt Guy PPR-wise. So that anytime that happens, you look to be in a much better position, as good as Matt Guy has been this weekend.
Everything is not going to get played out today. We're going to play down to a single winner for each bracket, and then in 3 weeks, we will play the finals of all of the brackets this weekend.
Yep, and in Milwaukee, if you're not signed up for the Open, there is an Open in Milwaukee as well, so it can be make it a weekend of cornhole. You can play in the Open and then watch all of the great TV coverage that we'll have.
Including Super Hole.
Including the Super Hole. We got some good names for this one. I'm excited. I can't tease it just yet, but we have a top 5 fantasy pick if you're into fantasy football. So
for the NFL.
For the NFL. as a player that is definitely going to go top 5 in fantasy drafts, will be in the Milwaukee Super Bowl. So there's a little tease for you guys. Should be announced this coming week.
Can we get a hint out of you? Something? A division? A conference?
He's a running back.
Okay, that's a hint. All right, guys, here we go.
Yep, that's as good as you get. Early in this one, 2-0, and it's going to be more points as Bubenheim has one deep off the backside of the hole and one short right. It's going to be 6-0, Herrera and Jones. Other bracket updates, quickly going through bracket A. 5 teams remain. On deck for court 1 is the king seed of bracket A. Rawls and Kingsbury come back and dismantle Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano. So it's Sims, Wilson, Rawls, and Kingsbury on deck on court 1 for the king seat. Only 3 teams remain in the elimination bracket. Jeremiah Ellis and Ryan Hart are playing Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano right now. It's 4-2. Winner of that plays Josh Glover and Justin Duke in the 4th place game. Here in bracket B, we already talked about the situation here. I'll give you a score update. It's now 7-7 in round number 9 between Matt and Brett Guy, Justin Burton Jr., and Logan Chamberlain. Bracket C, we just saw Holland and Rawls. They're in the king seat. On court number 65, Halbert and Trzinski are playing Ryan and Walker. That game is just getting underway. And then finally in bracket D, on court 1 right now, live on ESPN+, we have Chad Hunt and Tommy Sliker up 4-3 on Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem in round number 6. The 4th placed game down in the elimination bracket is just getting started on court 64. Kyle Malone and Devin Harbaugh getting underway against Jordan Kamba and Eric Zockline. That's a good finish there by Cheyenne Bubenheim, but it's a tough mountain to climb now after the previous 5 spot. It's now 11-2 in this one. 11-2.
Someone in the chat saying that they watch every weekend and they don't like to watch for 6 hours and not to get to see a winner. Well, here we don't have a lot of fans. It's a national, it's mostly pros. So we thought that if we bring all of the pros to the opens and all of the fans get to watch, that everyone would be happy with that.
Bingo, exactly. Yeah, no, I think that's a different strategy this year, and it's definitely a surprise for a lot of people as we went to this split format. But what it allows us to do is prep for our broadcasts, and so that was the one thing that we haven't been able to do in the past. It's been very much, okay, we just find out who won, and they're going to be live on TV in 2 hours. So we weren't able to add other elements to our TV shows to make them better. You can't add things in like features on players and interviews. You can't add all these different elements of storytelling, know who, the family members that are going to be there for the team. There's just not enough time to be able to do that, to elevate our broadcast to the next level. So there's been a really big improvement in the broadcast quality that we've been able to do between last year and this year. So something that probably cornhole fans just got to get used to is
I will say too, I've been to both the national broadcast at a national and the national broadcast. It's so much more fun at an open.
Yeah.
Surrounded by all of the fans, you have Super Bowl at the same time. It's just, there's way more energy, the crowd gets into it.
Yeah, it also allows you to hype things up, and know who's playing, right? I know ahead of time, for example, this is a great example of how things can really be helped by our sport by doing this. Cheyenne Bubenheim has a chance at history. She can become the first ever woman to win a pro singles field among a field of men that is predominantly men, right? If we did this all in one weekend, I would have 4 hours to go out to national TV coverage to hype that up.
Yeah.
Now I have 3 weeks to go out to every different media outlet that there's out there and say, hey, look, there's a chance at history. And so now the idea is through some PR and media and things of that nature, we can drive extra eyeballs and extra energy into people tuning into our broadcast. So it's just a big initiative for us in order to do that. And we just...
You want to see cornhole history? You know where it's going to happen possibly.
Exactly, and you know when to tune in, exactly how it's going to happen. And so it just allows us to be a little bit more intense intentional and allows us to be more prepared. And it's not perfect, but it also allows us just to be in a better space there.
I'm loving it this year, doing it that way.
Taking a timeout here, a lot of decision-making to make here. Jalen Jones just trying to avoid a big round, really, with a big 11-point lead this far into the game. You just really can't have a bigger round. You only have 3 rounds remaining. Keep everything in front. Make Bubenheim do a lot of the work. I wouldn't even hate just laying up in the center of the board right now.
Yeah.
And he just goes in, and it's just absolutely perfect.
I was about to say, she thinks the same thing. Absolutely perfect. You just helped me out.
Cheyenne Bubenheim going for a 4-bagger and a couple points, and she gets it there. Couple points, maybe a little bit too little too late here. A 9-point deficit. 9-point deficit here as we head into round number 9, so got to start making some big rounds happen.
We watched a Cedro throw in teams, and he missed a couple bags, maybe.
Yeah, he's when Trey Birchfield got the nickname the Robot, but Izidro's always been the machine. So very, very similar approaches, and Izidro has always been so calculated.
He's throwing an 11-5. Someone wants to know if you like the round limit format or games to 21.
I like, oh my goodness, that's a nasty airmail, and that may be a clincher. That's going to be an 11-point lead. What do I like? I like the variety.
Same.
So for me, I'm starting to view this as kind of like tennis. Sometimes you show up to a tennis tournament and they're on clay. And some people are really good at winning tennis tournaments on clay. It affects the spin of the ball. It affects the physical running up and down the court. Clay, grass, court. There are different variations that people have success on. So cornhole, with the various formats, in the long term, I just see cornhole being the sport that has some variety between the two formats to really see who is a master of the game.
Yeah.
Cheyenne Bubenheim goes for a hard push, not going to be able to get it, and that is going to do it for this one. Jalen Jones and Izidro Herrera have won the king seat. They are into the finals. Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier will drop into the 3rd place game, which, breaking news, will be Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain. They come back down 4 to Matt and Brett Guy late, end up coming back and winning that one. So it's Bubenheim and Frazier against Burton Jr. and Chamberlain. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to finish out Pro Shootout doubles here live from Minnesota right after this.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts.
No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! What? He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and Graham hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Here in Bracket B, Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier, we just saw them get taken down pretty good by Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones. They're back up here on court 2, this time taking on Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain. The winner of this game goes to the finals of Bracket B. We're going to try to stop Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones. That's going to be tough.
Kaylee Hunter and Faf Sim sitting in the king/queen seat.
Wow, wow. So we saw Holland and Rawls. They took the king seat. We just saw Herrera and Jones take the king seat. And now, as Allison has added, Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem sitting in the king/queen seat. We'll do a quick run through of all the different brackets as we're just getting underway here in round 1. On court 1 right now is the final king seat matchup. AJ Sims and Braden Wilson taking on Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury. That is literally just getting underway on ESPN Plus right now. Only 2 other teams remain in Bracket A. Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano taking on Josh Glover and Justin Duke. On court 4, that is in the 4th place game right now. So those are only the 4 teams remain. In Bracket B, that's where we are right here. Already told you, winner of this game goes to the finals to take on Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones. In Bracket C, Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski are up 10-4 in round number 9. So it looks like Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski will be going to the finals of the bracket for a rematch with Derek Holland and Alex Rawls. That is Bracket C. And then finally, Bracket D, only 4 teams remain. Right now, Jordan Kamba and Eric Zockline are up 11-6 in round number 8 against Kyle Malone and Devin Harbaugh. Whoever wins that game goes to play Chad Hunt and Tommy Sliker, and then whoever wins that one gets to the finals against Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem. Chad Burton, during the commercial break, called me out that I forgot to tweet out the National Doubles Final Four. He is correct, so I just tweeted it. So you got me there, Chad. Nathan, why aren't there events around Atlanta? Venue too expensive? Yeah, so Atlanta is incredibly difficult to book. Atlanta is on a list of about 4 or 5 cities that we look first almost every single year. The issue is mostly that directly in Atlanta, everything is outrageously expensive. I'm talking about like 6-figure rental fees just to get there in Atlanta. But then the immediate surrounding suburbs of Atlanta don't have any venues at this time that are fitting kind of exactly what we need. So a lot of what we do first, and I don't want to speak too much for Kat, but a lot of times we look for venues around major cities, and then immediately if we like a city and like a location, we'll immediately start looking at surrounding suburb areas. Take, for example, you look in New Orleans. You can't find something in New Orleans or in West Wago, which is right outside of New Orleans, so players can still stay in New Orleans, go to New Orleans, do all those different things, but the venue is 15 minutes outside of the city of New Orleans. Kind of same thing here. We're in technically St. Paul, right? Minneapolis is the larger city of the Twin Cities, so we're in St. Paul, just a little bit down the ways, which, by the way, I love St. Paul, by the way. It's been, I actually really like this location. So things like that. The problem with Atlanta is we haven't had much success in those surrounding areas or the major city.
Yeah, the last time we were in Atlanta, it was a disaster.
Yeah, oh, well, that's true, too. We did go to Atlanta. That's right. Good call. We were in Atlanta 3 years ago.
For a shootout.
For a shootout. We did a shootout and an open in Atlanta, but we had trouble finding a venue. We ended up outside. You take a risk when you go outside. The risk, it downpours. It downpoured. So we had to deal with the torrential rains when we went outside in Atlanta before.
Not only that, we were set up outside. We had to move all of the equipment under a tent with the rain coming. The floor of the tent was wet while the players were playing. It was...
Yeah. 5-4 here. Bubenheim and Frazier out to an early lead in this one. Again, this is to get back to the finals.
Who won that shootout, Trey? I know you know.
Who won that shootout in what event?
Atlanta.
But like men's singles, women's singles, doubles? In doubles, it was Cameron Belvin and Noah Wooten.
That's what I wanted, was doubles.
Women's singles was?
God, now you're going to make me think.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Sarah Cassidy. Sarah Cassidy won women's singles at that event. And Ryan Smith, I believe?
I think so,
yeah. Ryan Smith won in men's singles. Who won the Open?
Oh, I have no idea.
It was a sweep.
No idea.
Tanner Halbert. Tanner Halbert won singles and doubles. You get $1 if you. Someone else in this chat, I can't legally give away $1, but I would give away $1 if someone can tell me who won the Atlanta Open back in 2021 with Tanner Halbert.
I mean, I have a guess.
I would be shocked if you got this. Not because it's you, but because it is a very, very difficult answer.
So it must not be Ashton.
No.
Because that's
Nope.
who he used to play with.
Nope. Yep. Someone got it in the chat. No surprise. But it was, okay, well, Noah Wooten.
It was Noah?
No, Noah Wooten put it in the chat. He got it right. Randall Garrison. Yes. Jack from the truck looks at me like, what?
Who?
That's a level 10 trivia question difficulty. 5-4 remains our score here. 5-4 in round number 6.
Someone said James Baldwin. Back in 2021, if you had seen Tanner and James playing in a tournament together, that would have been
certainly interesting.
yes.
Nice back block there by Jeremy Frazier. Does Burton go roll or airmail here? He's going up on the airmail, hits it.
Although they did play in a tournament around that time together.
Did they really?
I believe so.
Big miss by Frazier here. This is going to be possibly big points. Burton asking if he should stay sticky. He actually goes slick, flips it over, bag is away, and he cuts across the face too much, opens up the door for Frazier to get out of this, and he does. Sneaks in here. There's still an opportunity for Burton to get out of here with 2 points in the lead, but that was a great recovery by Jeremy Frazier. That was looking to be a 4, maybe even a 6 spot. It just ends up 2. But Chamberlain and Burton have the lead out of this.
That may have been when they played together back in like 17, maybe.
Yeah,
They
that's a
played
while
in-
ago.
Yeah, they played in a tournament that a charity tournament that she runs every year in Richmond.
On deck for ESPN Plus, Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski were able to finish off Alec Ryan and Ethan Walker, so it is Holland, Rawls, Halbert, Trzinski on deck for ESPN Plus. Jordan Kamba and Eric Zockline also able to finish off Kyle Malone and Devin Harbaugh. So the third place game of Bracket D is Hunt, Sliker, Kamba, Zockline.
Wow.
Yeah, the final three of Bracket D, Kaylee Hunter, Pat Sem, Chad Hunt, Tommy Sliker, Jordan Kamba, Eric Zockline. If you had told me with Kyle Malone, Devin Harbaugh, and Ryan Smith, Ryan Wiedenfeld, and Vincent Frisch, Austin Cameron, all of those guys in the bracket, that's your final 3. That's shootout doubles for you.
Yeah. It was funny. I saw Andrea. She was leaving yesterday, and she goes, "Did you hear or see Easy in there?" I was like, that's so funny that you asked me if I heard him.
Yeah, did you hear him in there?
You might not have seen him, but did you hear him?
Kano and Fisher, Hamilton are still in, yes. Decision time for Cheyenne Bubenheim. What's she going to do? She's going hard at the pile. And it's a wash.
Wow.
And Logan Chamberlain is frustrated. Didn't want it to be a wash. Wanted to get some points out of that round. Here we go in round number 8. Round number 8. 3 rounds to go. 1-point game. Every bag could be the deciding bag here late. Mentality for Burton and Chamberlain. If I make every bag for the rest of the game, we can't lose.
The two of them winning their national doubles bracket yesterday.
Also going for a double dip here of...
They double dipped yesterday.
Yes, they did double dip. They double dip for the win. They're going for 2 doubles titles in the same event. Round number 9, 3-point game. Flat block, dead center. Bubenheim has made a career about going through these. She just decides to block on that one. He wants to go roll. He ends up a little bit to that side, so this opens up the door. Bubenheim's got slick side down. She's got to hit this push, but she gets pushed off to the left-hand side. That was the opportunity to steal 2 points and make it a 1-point game going into the last round. Deep block, very specific request here, but it's in.
She said too deep.
And that's going to be a 10-point, and Cheyenne Bubenheim's got to look down over to Jeremy Frazier. Oh, and that's going to be a couple more points. That's going to make it really difficult. 5-point lead. Justin Burton Jr. just has to hold a 5-point lead in order to try to get back.
Did you see that? Logan looked over at me and he goes, I scored.
Little bit of, it feels like a little bit of revenge here against Cheyenne, who beat Logan Chamberlain twice in singles.
He's telling him, just put it in. Give up 2. It's fine. Don't go after that bag. Don't do anything fancy.
This is now getting a little bit interesting now.
Yeah.
Oh, but Frazier misses the block off to the left-hand side. And he cleans it all up. That's going to be just about it.
I love how excited Logan gets about every bag.
And Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain take down Cheyenne Bubenheim and Jeremy Frazier. Bubenheim and Frazier will settle for a 3rd-place finish in a bracket and a 9th-place finish overall here in Shootout doubles.
For the 2nd day.
Yes, Burton Jr. and Chamberlain on to take on Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones. More coverage. Shootout doubles coming up next.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts.
No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Ah, nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and grab hits it! What a shot!
nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Ah, nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Welcome back, Cornhole fans. We're here inside the West St. Paul Dome. We are getting towards the end, folks. Trying to find a Final Four for Shootout doubles to cap off the last event of the weekend. Certainly been a fun one. Appreciate everybody tuning in all weekend long. A big shout out to our entire production team. Jack Sell, Elizabeth. Allison Baldwin. I don't know where Elizabeth came from. I don't even know Elizabeth. Hashtag frozen. Corey Russell, Chase Hunter, Jake Brannon, Wally Kassler, Matt Moran's jumping in, giving us some great work. So
Trey Ryder.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Yes, this is Trey Ryder. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the support. Make sure you give all these streams here on the social channels. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, a like, a share, a comment. Just appreciate the support all weekend long. So we are getting into it quickly. Let's go through some brackets. Pro Shootout Doubles A. We have Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury just won the King seat. So they are undefeated, sitting in the finals. In the elimination bracket final, you have AJ Sims and Braden Wilson getting ready to take on Josh Glover and Justin Duke. Glover and Duke did eliminate Fisher Hamilton and Gavin Cano, so that is a big one. Big one.
Huge.
Bracket B right now is what you see in front of you. This is the Bracket B final. Isidro Herrera, Jalen Jones, Justin Burton Jr., and Logan Chamberlain. If Isidro Herrera and Jalen Jones win Game 1, it's over. They go to Milwaukee. They're on ESPN. If Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain win Game 1, we will go to a winner-take-all Game 2, and if they're able to complete the double dip, they'll be the ones going to that Final Four. In Bracket C right now, live on ESPN+, you have the bracket final, where we have Derek Holland and Alex Rawls against Tanner Halbert and Jacob Trzinski. Again, Holland and Rawls are the ones that are undefeated, so Halbert and Trzinski would have to win 2 straight games in that bracket final. And then finally, in Bracket D, we have the elimination bracket final game going on right now. Tommy Sliker and Chad Hunt taking on Jordan Kamba and Eric Zockline. The winner of that game gets back to the finals to take on Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem. Airmail immediately right there by Justin Burton Jr. Jalen Jones taking an extra second to reset. They push up and it all just bunches there. It's going to be points. That's going to be big points. Looks like a big 4 spot for Justin Burton Jr. to start this one. (4-0). Here we are, Game 1, Round 3. Chamberlain stepping out, get a little bit of that back-loaded bag, and he sits in the hole now, takes away hole control from Herrera. But Herrera cleans it all up. He has been an absolute machine, living up to that nickname so far today. 10-10 wash. We go on to round number 4, again 10-round limited. Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain going for the double of double of both doubles tournaments. So they already into the Final Four of national doubles. They will take on in that semifinal in Milwaukee, Tony Smith and Mark Richards. That's absolutely going to be a sensational matchup for TV there in Milwaukee. Then we will see if they can also make it in shootout doubles. Jalen Jones off to that left-hand side. Door is open for Burton Jr. to get a couple. He's going to capitalize, and he's going to get 4. It's not just going to be a couple. Burton Jr. and Chamberlain well on their way to forcing a game 2 here as we head into round number 5.
How about Sarah Cassidy and Dylan Turpin? She threw an 11-2 and didn't score any points against him because he threw a 12.
Dylan Turpin throws a perfect game. Unreal. Score update for Bracket D. I don't know for sure, chat, so don't ridicule me, but I'm assuming we're going to get the finals of Bracket D after this game. So I'm assuming that's going to be the winner of Chad Hunt, Tommy Sliker, Kamba, and Zockline against Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem. If that is the case, then we'll show that. Oh, but I was just about to update that it was 7-0 Sliker and Hunt. Nope. Zockline and Kamba just scored a 7. It is 7-7. Got it all back in one round. Meanwhile, this one, 11-0 right now, running away with game 1. We are now at the halfway point of the game.
And they're already up at 11.
Dripping in the front part of the hole there for Burton. Nothing fancy needed here in the second half of this one. Really, it's just about up and in.
Even or better.
I will say it's not a great position for Jones and Herrera. Their play style is not really built to be a come-from-behind type of team by the way that they run bags. They are able to get a couple points there. They get on the board, make it 11-2.
Trey, someone in the chat wants an open in Indiana.
Man, I knew I would start talking about venues. I was setting myself up.
He said, please, please, please.
If I could control it, I could listen to your every word. There's some commotion going on here, so I think that's Hunt and Sliker. Kamba and Zockline now up 8-7 in round 7. And Logan Chamberlain cooking right now. 13-2. Listening in, trying to get some.
I was about to say, that sounded like easy. Eric Davis and Matt Terrells are not still in.
Yeah, they are out. Got eliminated. What bracket was that? I think it's actually this one.
It's this one, yeah.
Yeah, they got eliminated by Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain. They finish 5th in this bracket.
An open in Hawaii. I will absolutely work that open.
Yeah.
I volunteer.
I bet you would. I bet you would.
I'm getting there early, too.
Getting there early, staying late. 13-2. And this is getting out of hand here in game 1. So, again, this is round number 9. So we will, assuming this game ends in the next 2 rounds as it is slated to, as Chamberlain continues to be hot here.
Justin Burton throwing a 10-5. Logan throwing an 11.
I was going to say Chamberlain's throwing better, so.
Isidro throwing a 9.75 and Jalen throwing a 9.
It's going to be 2 more points, and statistically, that's actually going to mathematically say this game is over. They're going to throw these last 4 bags here at game 1, and then we'll immediately go into a game 2. But that was quick work and dominating work for Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain here in game number 1. That means after this round, we will immediately go to a winner-take-all game 2. So no more need for anything else. And
Justin laughing at himself with that bag that barely hit the board.
oh, an uncharacteristic side rail there.
He knows it doesn't matter. There he goes.
All right, let's go to game 2. Jalen Jones taking a quick reset. He's going to come over and talk to Isidro because they need, they need a little bit of a reset before we go. That was quick work and try to do as much stalling as they can. And Chamberlain says, let me spin this bag immediately. Let's keep going. Let's pretend like it's the same exact game, because if he keeps throwing like he was throwing, it's going to be tough to beat them. Looking at the Sliker and Kamba Zockline game in round 9, Hunt and Sliker are up 11-10, so it's an absolute barn burner on court 64. That's to get back to Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem. Over in bracket A, right now AJ Sims and Braden Wilson are tied 4-4 in round number 7 against Josh Glover and Justin Duke. And then the only other score update I have to bring you is Derek Holland and Alex Rawls are up 10-0 in round number 6.
Wow. Oh, they're up 15-10 now.
Oh,
Chad
you're talking
and
about
Tommy.
Chad and Tommy, got it. 3-0. Herrera and Jones jump out. First lead of the series here. Game 1 or game 2. There was a huge eruption behind us. Halbert and Trzinski were down 10-0.
Look, you can watch the replay.
I was turning around.
It was a Gina Ramirez from yesterday's shot.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So looks like Tanner Halbert just gets a 6. So it went from 10-0 to 10-6 right away. And now Justin Burton Jr. went for an airmail. He ends up knocking Jones closer. Jones now has the opportunity here to clean up and extend this lead.
Ouch. Goes in with the bag on the board and then sits on the hole.
Burton tries to clean up. He cannot do it. And uh-oh. Burton and Chamberlain now on the ropes. 7-0.
Round 3.
Long way to go, but it's tough to describe any type of shootout game as a long way to go. But
I like that block.
And Herrera immediately pulls the trigger on an airmail, and he hits it. Chamberlain rolls right over. Herrera going up again. He's deep this time. Chamberlain's got slick side down. He's going for the push now, and he shortboards it.
Whoopsies.
Herrera hits the airmail this time. Chamberlain going to try to do what he tried to do the first time. He knocks in, but he's giving up 2 points.
Putting him on 9.
9-0. Tommy Sliker and Chad Hunt do take down Jordan Kamba and Eric Zockline. So the finals of Bracket D, which just got assigned to this court, is Kaylee Hunter, Pat Sem, Chad Hunt, and Tommy Sliker. So that will be the final match of the day that we bring you.
Yep.
Cornhole fans will be Hunter, Sem, Hunt, and Sliker. Obviously, Halbert, Trzinski, Holland, and Rawls is happening on court 1, which means the Rawls-Kingsbury bracket will be also played out on court number 1 on ESPN+. So that's AJ Sims, Braden Wilson, Josh Glover, and Justin Duke, the winner of that one, which right now Sims and Wilson are up 15-4. So that one looks to be completely out of play, and that's in round 10. That's over. That's done. So if you want to see Alan Rawls, Chris Kingsbury, AJ Sims, and Braden Wilson, you're going to have to go to ESPN+ to see that, as we are going to be bringing you Hunt, Sliker, Sem, Hunter. (13-8) on the other court right now.
Battle of the Carolinas coming up next.
It is. They didn't, like I said, they didn't have to come all the way to Minnesota to play that one. They could have played that one at the HQ. 9-2. Oh, and Chamberlain goes for an airmail but misses it. They are getting into desperation mode now. but Herrera misses as well. That's a big break. 9-2. Round number 6.
This is round number 6. 9-2, round number 6. Ouch.
Oh, and
off to
Burton
the left.
is out left. That's going to be a bumper now for Jones. Oh, and now Burton's way out there. This is getting in a tough spot here. I mean, you're going to have an 11-point deficit to make up in just 4 rounds. (13-2). Chamberlain yelling down to Burton Jr., we lost our first game of the day. You can't give up on me now. And if we look back through it, that is correct. Nico Morellas and Lexi Hugeback took down Justin Burton Jr. and Logan Chamberlain 10-8. Burton Jr. and Chamberlain then rattle off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 straight wins to get to this game.
Wow. Doing it the hard way today.
Airmail show. Can Chamberlain get a drag here? He cannot.
Gonna give up 3 more.
And with 3 rounds to go, you got to score 14 points. This may be all she wrote.
Yeah.
As dominant as they were in game 2, they lost kind of all of their spark. In game 1, they lost all of their spark here in game 2.
It's like as soon as JBJ threw that round that didn't count and he kind of threw them all over the place. It's like, just going to keep doing that. Looks like Brawl's won that game.
Yes, looks like Derek Holland and Alex Rawls are into the Shootout Doubles Final 4, our first bracket winner on the day. And Jalen Jones is taking a timeout, which I'll give. You want me to tell you what to do, Jalen? Put the bag on the board.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Just put it on.
As
long as you don't give up 2 points this round, they can't do anything.
Right.
Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Yes, 100%. We're talking about 16-2 in round 8, so technically there are 2 rounds after this, but at the same time, it's like I would literally throw my next few bags on the board. Even if Justin Burton Jr. airmails the last 2, I give him 4 points.
Oh, yeah. 100%
you
of
can
the
have it.
You can have 4. I will gift you 4 points.
Yeah.
And then do that 2 more times, and we still win.
And he hits the airmail. Okay, well, that works too.
Works, but it could have not worked.
Burton Jr., he's going for an airmail. He bounces off the back. And now Jones is going to lay up. And then Burton Jr. going for some type of airmail attempt. He's off the back. That's going to be 4 points, going to make it 20-2.
Ugh, game over.
Yeah, that is, you got to score back-to-back 9s.
Cedar said, I'm not getting 9 on my end.
Yes, not going to get 9 for sure. And Isidro Herrera is a bag away from this not even needing 10 rounds, and that is going to do it, folks. Jalen Jones and Isidro Herrera are into the Final 4 of Shootout Doubles. We will see them in Milwaukee, looking for their first pro title as a team. Chamberlain and Burton come up 1 game short. Well, folks, we only got one matchup remaining. It is the finals of Bracket D. Kaylee Hunter, Pat Sem, Chad Hunt, Tommy Sliker coming up next.
Life's most memorable moments. They can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts.
No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Ah, nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
Goes way up top and hits it! He knows it, goes up top and hits it! What a shot! Ticket to the championship and grab hits it! What a shot!
Oh, nuts.
No. With Planters nuts, it's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Ah, nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.
All right, Cornhole fans, welcome back. Welcome back. It is our last game of the weekend when it comes to live coverage here on all of the ACL channels, Facebook, YouTube, ACL Cornhole TV. It all comes down to this. I gave them both a hard time before they walked up. I said, we didn't need to drive or fly all the way to Minnesota for you guys to play this. We could have done this at the ACL HQ. All 4 players in the Bracket D final here of Shootout doubles from the Rock Hill region, competing in regionals and conferences based out of the ACL HQ. It is Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem taking on Chad Hunt and Tommy Sliker for all the marbles. We have 2 of our 4 bracket winners. We have Alex Rawls and Derek Holland. We have Jalen Jones and Azidra Herrera, and then we have 2 other bracket finals underway right now. On court 1, which is ESPN Plus, you have Alan Rawls and Chris Kingsbury about to get underway against AJ Sims and Braden Wilson. Then here, right in front of you on court 2, Hunter, Sem, Hunt, and Sliker. So let's hear a chat. Who's going to win our last matchup of the day? A reminder that Hunter and Sem are the ones that are undefeated, which means they must be beaten 2 straight games. Hunt and Sliker have to win game 1 and have to win game 2 if it is forced that direction. Slick side out of the gate for Sliker, not able to get to collect, and we're going to open this finals matchup with a 2-0 lead for Kaylee Hunter.
Eric Davis has played, and he is no longer in the tournament.
Yep, they got eliminated. Him and Matt Sorrells. Kaylee Hunter a little bit frustrated with that first bag. It's way out left. She's sitting in front here as Chad Hunt decides what he wants to do there. He goes all the way through. 10-round limited here. Just like everything else today. Hunter picks a piece of lint off her bag before she throws. Last bag is away, and it's a little bit short. Chad Hunt can get the lead here in game 1 if he can go in. He cannot. He's just going to get 2 points. That's going to tie us up at 2 heading into round number 3. Braden Wilson and AJ Sims find themselves down 4-1 in round number 4 on court 1.
Going
Pat
up
Sem immediately went airmail there. Wow. He's a little bit short, but the bags are so sticky. Those fire embers so sticky that they stayed on the board. Will Sem do the same thing again? He's got stick side down. He's going up again. He misses again. And he's frustrated. Sliker getting another shot at this push. And he kind of bunches up in there. Sem actually goes back to back to stick side.
Gonna just block? No, he's going up again.
This time hits it, takes in Sliker with him, and now Sliker's got the decision to make. Does he try to push that bag in, try to airmail the back bag? Tommy Sliker had a blank look for about 10 seconds before taking a timeout.
What do you think we're talking about here, Trey?
Yeah, I don't know, unless he just doesn't think he has enough of a cut ability to push that bag in.
I wonder if he's thinking about airmailing and dragging and then knocking that bag off the back too, if he thinks that's enough of a benefit.
Oh, like a drag, an one drag type of situation?
Yeah, it's hanging really precarious back there.
He does have stick side down. Nope, he went slick side. So that tells me he's going for the push, but wouldn't it be a bad idea there, Jack? And I'm not sure if Sem will do much with this.
Look at him, he wants to go up again.
Wow, Kaylee Hunter gives him the green light. This is aggressive.
He's 1 for 3.
Sem is way up, and he hits it clean. What a bag by Pat Sem to get 2 points.
He almost knocked his own bag off the back, though. It moved a little.
It absolutely did, but a no-fear mentality from Pat Sem.
And Kaylee trusting him with that airmail.
That's a lot of trust in a partner to go after it. And Kaylee Hunter is off to the right-hand side. She's a little bit left as well. This is another opportunity for Chad Hunt. She goes in slick side there. Chad Hunt had an opportunity for 4 in the previous round down this end. Has another opportunity for 4 here unless Kaylee Hunter can collect this bag. She cannot. In for 4 and the lead, yes. 6-4. Round number 5. Score update on the other end. It's currently 6-3 Rawls and Kingsbury in round number 6. So again, Rawls and Kingsbury, the ones that are undefeated. So if that game ends, it's over. No second game. Sem follows through.
Brings it a little closer.
Yeah, Sliker's still trying to get around it without taking it.
Nope.
And that time he takes it with him. He's okay with it. Sem trying to make it a double 4-bagger wash. Count it. 6-4 stays our score.
Going into round number 6. Kaylee's got to help Path out here.
Yep, yet to score.
They are only playing 10 rounds because this is our shootout series.
Yes, shootout format, limited to 10 rounds. Our national doubles was yesterday, the play to 21 format yesterday.
I like to switch it up, not play the same thing all the time.
I'm going to say this is a big round here for Kaylee Hunter. She has a clear opportunity to get a couple points. Pat Sem answered the call when he needed to hit that big airmail in order to get some points. Now I think it's in her opportunity in her zone to do the same to get a couple points. See if she goes fast or slow side here. She's staying slow side. And she just kind of sits on that right side. Didn't love it, but still an opportunity to score points if she can collect it. As Chad Hunt does his work, now can Kaylee Hunter do hers? If she can collect this bag, she'll get 2 points and tie this game. She's away, and it does not fall. She actually liked it. It just didn't drag in. It'll still be a 2-point lead.
Sliker going with a first bag block.
And stick side down tells me
We're going airmail.
going airmail. Sem is up, and he hits it the first one. Puts a little bit of pressure on Sliker to clean up his mess a little bit. Sliker going slick side down. He gets around it. Beautiful bag. Sem is up again, and this time he's right. And Sliker cleans it all up. Set up for 2 more points here in this one. Tommy Sliker going to take another timeout. Round number 7, 6-4. Just wants to make sure he makes the right decision.
Yeah.
Other game on the other court is now 8-5. Kingsbury and Rawls 8-5 in round number 9. So that one's a tight one. Sliker stepping out. He's going to try to get around this one. And he just bunches up there. It's not a bad bag, honestly.
Now they're going to take a
Sem is going to
timeout.
take a timeout. I think the question is, do I airmail or do I not?
Yeah.
She wants him to stay aggressive. She's telling him, you can hit that. You hit it earlier.
Yeah.
Pat Sem is up. And he knocks 2 in, and same thing as boarding it, she says, so going to give 2 points. That's going to make it 8-4 in round number 8. 3 rounds remain. A reminder that Hunt and Sliker came out of the elimination bracket, so if they win this, it's not over. We go to a winner-take-all game 2. Some commotion behind us tells me from Braden Wilson and AJ Sims they must be making some progress there.
That was definitely Braden that we heard.
Yes. Kaylee Hunter goes up through the center. She was on slick side there. This will cut the lead in half if she can finish off this round. It is 8-7 in round 10.
Yikes. Doesn't get any closer.
Does not get any closer. Behind us on court 1 on ESPN+. Kaylee Hunter, another opportunity to score, and she's not able to do it. It'll stay a 4-point lead. She has yet to score in this game.
Yeah, the last 2 and those 2, we would have had a tie game if she was able to pick them up.
This is round number 9. What a cut there by Sliker. Sliker trying to do the same, but he gets caught up this time. But right now, it's looking to be a 6-point lead going into the last round. No, make that a 8-point lead. And that's what it's going to be, an 8-point lead into round 10. Yep, 2 bags in will do it here, and we will go to game 2. This is the deciding bag here for Chad Hunt. Bag is away. It's a little bit short, but Kaylee Hunter's got to hope he misses the last 2 bags clean off the board. And now Kaylee Hunter's got to find a way to get a bag off the board.
We're going to a game 2 over there.
Yeah, AJ Sims and Brayden Wilson come back and win game 1, so it's going to a double dip over on that court. And this one, as long as Chad Hunt can get a bag in the hole, well, that's about it. So Kaylee Hunter, in order to tie this game, would need to get 2 bags off the board and both of her bags in, and that's not going to happen. So we are going to game 2 here as well on court 2.
I love a game 2.
Chad and Tommy have been absolutely cooking this whole weekend in doubles.
Yes, they have. They had a deep run yesterday. Obviously now a deep run again here today.
They were the 5th seed yesterday. What seed were they today?
They were the 3 seed. They moved up big time.
Okay.
So one thing I was trying to do is pull up the winners of each of the brackets already. So Holland and Rawls were a 1 seed. Herrera and Jones were a 12 seed. Hunter and Sem a 9 seed. Hunt and Sliker the 3 seed. Kingsbury and Rawls a 7 seed, and then Sims and Wilson a 4 seed. So tough to say so far what the matchups would be. We'd have to reseed them, but we know that Alex Rawls and Derek Holland will be the 1 seed no matter what. And now this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. See if he can lay up without it falling. First round of this game. Sliker just trying to lay up. He does, and he hits the dead spot, which really helps to prevent those bags from falling. Sitting on that left side of the hole now here. Kaylee Hunter. And that first game wasn't her normal self there. Missed a lot of bags left and right.
There it goes. Fell in her backswing.
Yeah, I can't believe she was able to focus. That can be so hard sometimes. That visual change can throw people off. And now does she go airmail? This is a big measuring stick of how locked in she can be here in game 2 versus game 1. Kaylee Hunter's up. She misses it. She does knock her bag a little bit closer, which helps. Hunt going for the airmail. He hits his. Sem wants a push. I don't know if I love this. You're going to clear a lane. She does push it, but like I said, a lane was cleared for Chad Hunt now.
Now he's got bumpers on both sides of the hole.
In for 1, on for to give up 1. He's going to go in for 1. It's going to make it 2-1. Kaylee Hunter still trying to get on the scoreboard, help out Pat Sem.
Tommy off to the right there.
Yeah, hasn't missed much left and right. This is a clear opportunity for Pat Sem here.
Wow, maybe 4.
This could be in for 4 to make it 6-1, and it is in. That is a huge bag there by Pat Sem. As we go into round number 4.
What is this? This is our doubles shootout.
Shootout doubles bracket final. Already got 2 bracket winners, looking for 2 more. One of them's on ESPN Plus. The other one's right here. This is game 2 of the final, so winner take all in this one. And yet again, another opportunity for Kaylee Hunter. She's asking a lot about these airmails, which makes me think she may not be as confident, but she hits it there. Hunt answers.
I think those are side games.
I was going to say, there's a lot of commotion going on. Yeah. Another airmail hit there by Kaylee Hunter. Can Hunt answer? He can. That's a big round by both players.
Turn those board mics back up if we get a little bit of timeout talk.
6-1, round 5.
It did a lot of talking last round, so I thought maybe we would get some of that this time too. So I put the board mics on. Of course not.
That's a short one. I don't see Pat Sem stepping out, so he's going airmail and he hits it clean. I don't think that touched any bit of the hole. He didn't even try to step out. He was just immediately went airmail. This is a long push for Sliker. He's off the back. Sem going up. He hits another airmail. This is turning into a massive round here for Sem and Hunter. Sliker going for another push. He misses it again.
Going airmail again.
Sem is up in 3 straight airmails for Pat Sem.
Pretty impressive.
And that is a huge push by Tommy Sliker to limit the damage to just 5. We could have been looking at a potential 10-point round there, Allison, but instead it is just 5, but it's a significant 5 as now Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem are up 11-1.
The airmail monster. Yes, he is. Foot fouls. Why are they not calling it? We don't call games. We are not refs. We're not certified officials. We are commentators.
Yeah, if either player wants to call an official to the board, they're welcome to do that.
We'll go get them.
Blocked up here in front.
Off to the right. That bag's definitely out of play.
Kaylee Hunter goes deep on the airmail. That's aggressive, but she's still got hole control.
Yeah,
and Chad Hunt going to take a timeout.
KB, it is 11-1.
Well, we didn't get much out of that.
Nope.
They talked pretty quiet, but
we tried.
We tried.
It was good seeing you too yesterday, Jay. We enjoyed it.
Oh, big push there by Chad Hunt.
Great bag.
Kaylee Hunter going to try to clean up some of this mess as she already has 1 bag off the board. She's going slick side, and she all but collects that other one. If Hunt can go in without her bag, he'll get 3. If he has to take it with him, he's only going to get a single point. And it's just going to be a single point as neither falls. 11-2.
Looked like hers. It started to move. He's lucky that bag didn't go.
Yes, 11-2. They are running out of time. Our Hunt and Sliker, only 4 rounds remain. Score update on the other game. Braden Wilson and AJ Sims up 7-4 in game 2. Block behind there. Does that open the door for Sem? Sem is going to go up. He hits it.
I don't think the door closes for him. I think the door is always open for an airmail.
When that airmail is, if you give him an excuse to shoot it, he wants to.
Yeah. And why not? He's got a great airmail.
He goes again and hits it again, and Kaylee Hunter can't believe it either.
PPR check. Sim throwing a 9-2. Hunter 8-6. Sliker 9-6.
Pat Sem, an opportunity for another airmail, and he lands short and gets both of them. Unbelievable. Pat Sem has hit 6 airmails in the last 2 rounds to absolutely explode this lead to 15-2. I cannot believe it, what we are seeing right here from Pat. I mean, I can believe it because I see it often, but here on the biggest stage, he is hitting the biggest airmails of his career. It is round number 8. Hunt going for airmails. He's got 2 misses. Kaylee Hunter going for a big push. She pushes to win. Allison, we could be talking about game time here. Hunt going for the push. If this is collected, this is a trip to Milwaukee for Kaylee Hunter, and it just drips in. This has got to be in or it's over, and that is it. Kaylee Hunter and Pat Sem are going to Milwaukee. She becomes the 3rd ever woman to win a bracket and advance to a Final Four. She joins Cameron Belvin and Cheyenne Bubenheim. She is looking to join those ladies in cornhole infamy, but the game belongs to Pat Sem, airmail machine.
Now I'm kind of sad that I'm not going.
Oh, she's starting to feel it now. You got Cheyenne Bubenheim going to be there, Kaylee Hunter going to be there. An absolutely epic weekend going to be happening in Milwaukee. Wow.
Booking flights to Milwaukee right now.
All right. Well, that is going to do it, folks. We appreciate everybody tuning in. For Jack Sell, for Allison Baldwin, this has been Trey Ryder saying so long from Minnesota, and we will see you in Milwaukee. Going to be some great action there. Take care, guys.
Life's most memorable moments, they can happen anywhere. On sports' biggest stage, or even in your own backyard. For those moments, seek a world beyond home. Find furniture, decor, grills, playsets, yard games, and yep, even cornhole. Backyard.com has everything you need to make your backyard summer ready all year long. Backyard.com. Let's have fun.
Ah, nuts.
No. Was Planters nuts? It's not nuts. It's nuts. Because Planters nuts are good.
Planters nuts. Ah, nuts.
You can dash, zest, mist, and infuse. But may we recommend the just make the damn drink method. Behold, the 7 and 7. If this is your cocktail, Seagram 7 is your whiskey.